Sonic the Hedgehog is a franchise near and dear to my heart. Despite what you may hear me say about the series nowadays, I will always have a soft spot for the blue dude and his games. From the masterpieces to the train wrecks. I wanted to speak on a topic that recently has been grabbing my attention the past few days. The more I find out about it, the more it interests me and worries me at the same time. And for the love of God, no, I am not going to speak upon... Oh God, that's sicko mode. Now, as a matter of fact, I wanted to discuss the state of Sonic these days and the Adventure series. With the release of Team Sonic Racing coming this year, its theme centers around many aspects of Sonic, but it's no secret at this point that the main goal here is to grab the feel of the Adventure era. I've seen people on Twitter picking up on these references left and right. Oh hey King Boom Boo, been a minute since I've seen you around these parks, buddy. Damn, y'all know it's been a hot minute since we've seen anything on the Echidna clan. Look at all these things. Music out the wazoo from games like Sonic Heroes and stages, and my God, they brought back Crush 40! But if all this stuff for Team Sonic Racing wasn't enough to tickle the balls of the Adventure fans, now we've recently been getting intriguing answers from Iizuka about a possible Sonic Adventure remake. NANI?! The source of this being an article that was released actually quite recently, where Takashi Iizuka and Kazuyuki Hoshino, I tried my best with pronunciation, I swear I did. Well, regardless, the heads of Sonic Team speak of the making of Sonic Adventure. I'm not going to cover the entire article here because that would be me on my Geekdom 101 flex, and I don't be doing content like that, but I will take the things most noteworthy out of the article. Let me get this out word for word. This is when Iizuka's talking about the game's overall release and the team's accomplishments. Soon after, he follows up with, I can see some rough edges, which really makes me want to remake it again. That comment is sure to bait the fans. Oh, no kidding, you got me raising an eyebrow now too, what the fuck? Now, I'm sure there are plenty of people like me out there right now who's connecting the dots and seeing all these things fall into place, from Sonic Team's adventure nostalgia boners to the team themselves expressing interest in the Adventure series again. Some people may be screaming with anticipation that it might mean that they'll finally give something to the Adventure fans, whether it be the Adventure remake teased by Iizuka here or something beyond that. But truth be told, the feeling I get from this is just another marketing strategy. I don't want to think this way, but yo, think of it like this. With how the Sonic franchise has been treated lately, it's been shown that their direction is very trend-follow-y. Sega and Sonic Team, well, they just go for whatever works for other companies and whatever's poppin'. Like, for example, a whole bunch of indie games were out there getting names for themselves, making big names for themselves with pixel aesthetics and all. So with this marketing strategy, Sega of course claps back and says, bro, get Christian Whitehead and a bunch of fans that know their shit. They know what they're doing. Go out and make like a pixel game, yo. Make some of them like classic Sonic games. Boom! Nostalgia cash out the ass with Sonic Mania and Sonic Mania Plus. Sega is very cash money right now. You know what else was poppin'? Sonic Generations. People looked at things like Lost World and said, ew, no, we like Generations. That sold well, so they basically made Generations 2 and added a Xenoverse create a character mix into it to appease DeviantArts. Now you trying to tell me that they have a sudden interest in remaking a 3D title from the late 90s? Basically what I'm trying to say here is that this to me kind of feels like Sega following another trend that's floating around. The remake trend. And I don't want to burst anybody's bubble. Trust me, I'd love for an Adventure remake to be as good as possible. But think about the type of Sega and Sonic team that we have these days. They look like they haven't changed. Even if Team Sonic Racing ends up doing really well, which it probably will from the looks of it, that doesn't mean anything's changed for the mainline 3D game department. I just want to keep people woke on this situation, because nostalgia does play a big factor into these remakes. Luckily, Crash and Spyro had teams that knew what they were doing and had their missions accomplished, even exceeded expectations in Crash's case with Insane Trilogy. But in Sonic's case, if such a remake were to even be made, could we trust modern Sonic Team with such a task? A game like Sonic Adventure that's near and dear to so many people's hearts, only to get mangled by the staff that produced this? I'm sure you get my point by now. Now, if all of this is true and all of these things falling into place lead up to an Adventure remake, then I hope Sega and Sonic Team are ready. I hope they prove me wrong, yo. At the end of the day, Sonic Adventure is something I love so much personally, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel that way too. even though it is, as Iizuka stated, rough around the edges. But if anything new comes out of the adventure formula, remake or not, I hope there's enough real love and care put into it. We don't need another rushed project. We don't need another heavy marketing scheme with a mediocre outcome at best. We need a return to form. Bring back what made us love this little dude in the adventure era in the first place. We need some real heartfelt effort put in. Adventure needs to be an adventure. That's enough out of me, yo. I'll catch you all in the next video, guys. Have a happy new year and make 2019 your bitch. Peace.